It is commonly said that whatever a man sows, the same he will reap. That goes for a family, tribe, nation, etc. When a state cannot keep faith with justice and with the truth, it will never achieve unity, it will never achieve peace, and it will never achieve progress. This may be said to be the current embattled national chairman of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Comrade Adams Oshomole, and his political protege in Edo State. In 2016, Oshomole single-handedly projected now Governor Godwin Obaseki as the right man for the job of governing Edo State against all odds. Even his deputy was jettisoned and their relationship turned sour. Now it is as if Obaseki has bitten the finger that feeds him by exposing things about Oshomole and his activities in the state when he was governor and now APC national chairman. 1. That Oshomole tactically placed the deputy governor, his tribal brother and godson, Comrade Philip Shaibu, and Barrister Osaridion Oge SSG, his former friend and chief of staff, to be his watchdogs and checkmate the governor Obaseki's activities. 2. Obaseki revealed that their due process and procurement procedures were not followed in the award of the construction of the new Central Hospital Complex. He therefore constituted a panel of inquiry to look into the circumstances surrounding it under Oshomole watch. 3. Obaseki revealed that the pro-Oshomole group wanted him to share state resources meant for the people of Edo State. 4. That Oshomole only recommends 2 commissioners into his cabinet, Obaseki. That Oshomole and his group planned to deny him the APC governorship ticket and might give it to Pastor Osage Izeyamo. 6. That Oshomole did not carry him along in the appointment of federal ministers, NDDC board chairman, and other positions. That Oshomole, who is a strong advocate of one man, one vote against godfatherism, now wants to assume the godfather of Edo State. So guys, these are the things, 7 things Obaseki has listed, trying to expose Oshomole. Of course, these are the things that he's been saying, in most of the press conference or the meetings they've been having, even among themselves or within the party. But one thing is sure, all these things that are happening, all of them cannot be excluded. They all have their faults. You can imagine, like we've been saying it over and over again, that Oshomole single-handedly brought this guy. And even the party leaders, the party chieftains, they told him that they didn't know this guy from nowhere. What has he done? From time to time, Oshomole said, don't worry, this and that. Because he himself, he has a ulterior motive. That is why he wanted to single-handedly bring somebody that himself will have a control of. So forget all these ones that he's saying, oh, I'm not planning to be a godfather and what have you. Then if you are not planning to be a godfather, since you put him there, you know that he's going to continue with what you have done. You would have let him just continue with what he's doing. So they will not come and be deceiving us and be telling us what is not. And yet now see what is happening. Even the Obaseki himself he has even done the right thing, because now he's saying Oshomole did not carry him along and what have you. They all know what they are doing. They have more than this secret that they are talking about. All these ones to me are not really the main thing. You see, trying to parabolate. Of course, they will not be able to come out to tell the whole world, but for him to say, oh, they want him to be sharing the resources of the state with them, is that not what they have been doing? That is what they have been doing. Oshomole that will be jumping from places to places. Oh, I will destroy some people dynasty. Some people want to create dynasty in their state, this and that. And exactly the same thing he's been trying to do. But see the shame and disgrace that they are all getting. But even with all this shame and disgrace, the people that will bear the burden the more are the masses. The people that will be at the receiving end are the masses. Because one thing in this country is that all of these people who are involved in all these shenanigans, they will still cover themselves up. Don't forget that they always tell you that nothing like a permanent friend or permanent enemy. It's permanent interest. You'll be surprised that tomorrow 2 of them will come together. They will tell you, oh, that was in the past. No, they want to get the politics is a number of it's all about a number and what have you. You can imagine if Oshomole could do the same thing to Ezeyamu, but see 2 of them today. and as if he has never said anything. People who have integrity will not just open mouth and be saying things just because of they are looking for votes. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And now we know that these people they are facing all the allegations that they accuse them of with the EFCC, Eze Yamu and the rest of them. So what are we talking about? Oshomole took his time to explain the atrocities being committed under Igbenedion, Lucky Igbenedion, and this man, Eze Yamu, because he was the SSG during Goodluck's time. During what is this man's name? Lucky Igbenedion. So he exposed all of those things, and at the end of the day, it's the same Eze Yamu that is bringing back that, oh, Eze Yamu is this, Eze Yamu is that, you are welcoming him. Well, it's very unfortunate. The foundation of this country is really faulty. It's really, really faulty. So Obaseki coming now to tell us all the things that Oshomole did. He wants to be godfather. He wants him to be sharing the state's resources and this and that. He did not carry him along in most of the things he did and what have you. He's neither here nor there. Himself, you yourself, what have you done? Especially, some people will come here and be saying, oh, Obaseki did this. In the recent, what has he done that he can pinpoint that will make and move the country or the state forward? Over a year now, it's been battle here and there. And before this thing came on board, that became so glaring to everybody, they were denying it. That means this thing would have been happening more than 2 years. You know, initially they were both denying it. Oh, there was no friction between the two of them. But when the center could no longer hold, they could not hide anything again. They had to burst out and say, oh yes, we are having this fracas. And meanwhile, it's been ongoing. So you can imagine what time he has even devoted in making sure that things are working in that state. But because a lot of people don't even know what it means to have a good government or on how to get a good governance, any little things, they will praise it to high heavens. Oh, he has tried, he did this. And at the end of the day, a lot of them want to travel to Europe to go and see what is happening. They want to go there. But now you'll be praising what is not. That is what we are made to believe, or that is the system that they've brought all of us in. If they do I call them project. That is what people will now be saying. Yeah, he tried, he did this and that. But compared to what they are getting as a revenue, go to Akwa Ibom, the same thing. People will say, oh, Akpabio did this, Akpabio did that. And people will say, you guys, you open your eyes. Compared to what this guy received in his 8 years, compared to what is on ground, it's nothing. But people will still want to clinch on that. He did this, he opened the road. But the man will be laughing that these people don't know anything. But the ones who know a lot of things, who want to enlighten the masses on what is obtainable, they will not want to listen to you, because they are, when you are not used to good things, and begin to see little things, you will appreciate it. And that is the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. And that's why these politicians are getting away with all of these things. So coming back to Edo State, Obaseki has told us 7 things that, as he has been able to reveal about Oshomole. In my opinion, all of them are the same. All of them are the same. Let them stop deceiving us. We should not allow them to continue to deceive us. All of them are the same. Honestly, that is my own point of view. Someone said my advice to Oshomole is to step down as national chairman of APC, as I don't see how he will command respect of his party members in Edo and at national level. The forces against him are so overwhelming. Even if he survives at the court, the damage is already done. He should step down now to save some face and also bring friction down in the APC. African politicians should know that there is always a beginning and end to being in position, so that democracy can thrive in the continent. He should step down so he can have opportunities to other positions in government. After all, this is Nigeria, where leaders want to be recycled forever. You can imagine this kind of advice that you are giving Oshomole. Of course, that is what is obtainable. Are you going to blame the person? The ones that have not even done well, they will still recycle themselves. It's unfortunate that people who are of a questionable character, those who do not have what it takes to be leader, they are the ones leading us. Like I always say, the unqualified ruling the qualified. Someone said Obaseki is riding on the back of a tiger. He may unwittingly end up in the belly of a tiger. Someone says, Obaseki, you must surely regret your actions. He who elevates you now become your first enemy in that position. Don't believe that you can win. Ambode fail. You must fail as well, because you are a traitor. Someone says, what joined you together is what will separate you. Masses are watching. I so much love this comment. There's something between them. Now, something brought them together, and you think it's going to last forever. Yes, let me say it again. The person says, what joined you together is what will separate you. Masses are watching. So, guys, let us hear your opinion concerning all this. That this gentleman, the governor, executive governor of Edo State, the person of Godwin Obaseki, he has exposed Oshiomole'S dirty secrets, and he listed 7 things, talking about the tactical way Oshiomole has been going about the government or the situation in Edo State, trying for him to be giving him the resources to share the state resources with them, and so on and so forth. You listen to all of that. So let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you.